Okay. Okay. We can have respect for this communication. Yet I want to say that, every time you hear, even if it was in the past, but you hear the news people saying that the prices are going to increase at, and that is something that really uh, makes a person that has knowledge gets indignated for that. You get indignated. It's like rage is not rage though. Anger, no. It's another type of feeling. Because anger and rage are violently stuff that make you curse and stuff like that. And that keeps you from gaining knowledge. Yet, how do you feel to hear that they're going to rise or keep raising the prices? It's okay, huh? Is it okay? You that are a owner of a multi-million dollar businessman, for you it's okay. You gotta vote for that. That's a plot in between all you. And the people down here have no power at all because you the top ones. What did the voice of a poor man counted for? Even if they would vote, it means nothing because you all supposedly are in the power, were in the power, and you're gonna raise the prices a little more. And you're gonna keep raising the prices. Where does that type of mentality arises in you? Why does that rise in your mind to bring the prices up? What's the purpose? If any of you that's been doing that and you're still able to speak to the nations, why you guys did that. Speak to the nations the truth. That there was no other reason, there's nothing to justify it, yet a top secret plot against the people. Well, what can the people do? We're the rich ones. We got supposedly the the military guys and stuff in our favor because everybody looks up to us. We're the rich people. Is that right? The people that works didn't have to pay no one or anyone to take it to you, to feed you, and to give you all those numbers and have to go through all that stupidity. What can that system do for a family, for a city, for anyone if you had not intoxicated the winds and their minds? Because I'll tell you what, 2 blocks of people that have to have fruit trees in their lawns, in the front lawn or in the backyard. And vegetables. It's enough to feed this city, this city, the next city, too. You know? More than enough. And people works, feeds you, and have to go through all that stupidity of that supposed, all that paperwork and all that stuff that you demand from the higher businesses. And now, especially from the small ones, because you need to make, I know exactly what you're doing. Now, if the economic is so great and you have to raise the prices, how does that make any sense? Let's, okay, if our economic was so low, supposedly back in the 2006, 7, 8, that we saw gas prices almost hitting $5 a gallon. So if the country's poor and you raise the prices, how does that help the people? How does that help the people that feed you for free? If any of you that plotted like that against the people feel that you're still a man, speak and give an explanation why you raised the prices. Because it is completely there's no ground based for that such of a raising the prices to the people. There ain't such a thing. And that's why if people put their heart on the economic system, you got them trapped, right? And they become a slave of it. And no way out. Now, that population control, the nations have their armies to protect them. Because by trying to keep up with all your paperwork and all that trash that we have to produce and get rid of it, we can't give our military family members a gift, a visit, a party, a celebration, because a brave, one that it's more than all of you. One of those that you curse and mock when they're young and they want to serve their people. You mock them. One of them is more than all of you, bunch of thieves. Because that's where they were born for. And that's why you mock them, because you know that one of them is enough to tell you guys enough, stop. So that's why you mock them, because you know that one of them is enough to tell you all, I entered the service to defend my people, my nation. And as well, I communicate my other military personnel from all the countries. Tell them, hey, don't worry, we will never come against your people, protect your people, never come against the people of any nation. No matter what orders are said or are given, you tell them, wait, hold on. Let us see. NASA, we need live telescope. We want to see what areas they're telling us to go hit. Because I ain't going to burn in hell for this bunch of fundamental or complete psychopaths. Worse than psychopaths. In the leading positions. Torturing the people non-stop. And our family members that serve for the country don't deserve to be mistreated nor to be condemned by hurting innocent people. Same as all countries. So, what do we do? It's tensioning up. You guys sometimes give us in the news that there's tensions with the, and that they got bombs like this and have bombs like that. What did the people that feed you do wrong? Or what did the people that feeds that other country, uh, psychopath leaders, do wrong? You know what they did wrong? You know what we did wrong? Spoiled you, given you too much that we hurt you. We gave you too much and you went completely insane. That's how you think. And in reality, it is that you want to keep that torturing fear on the people to keep them in slavery to themselves. Homeowners associations that you can have fruit trees in the front yards because they're, why not? What does a fruit tree or a vegetable plant, what can it do wrong? What type of harm does a fruit tree or a vegetable plant do? Yet all your weed killer, all that pesticide must be sprayed every day, right? And that's very proper. You know, we've been talking and we see little moments go by and none of them, none of you is a man enough. Completely showing that you fear each other because you guys are in a plot to do what you're doing against the people. And how does that hold you down that you will not speak up and say, people, we repent. We need to start doing the right thing because it's really bad for, especially for you leaders. You know, that's where it's getting spanked at the very top. So if you're getting spanked, and you say, we're still not going to listen, like, I don't care, we're not going to listen. Well, start with, do you, what can you guys do for our military and our heroes? Mock them and try to keep them hidden from these words and lie to them to go against their people without doing nothing? And not only that, you are you have people in by areas causing all kind of contrary disorder. Those you pay to do that with what the people produces. And to keep feeding for free those type of cowards, to me, is the improper. The proper way to do it is by shutting down your economic system. It's like deactivating. They get deactivated in a moment. In 1 second, they get deactivated. I'm sorry, buddy, but I know you're very rich. Go buy some frozen burritos. Go buy a hamburger with greasy fries and a diet soda. Because that's what we have to eat. Because we have no time to eat at our tables at home with our kids. We got to be packing frozen food. And producing all the types of material to pack it, transport it all over the place. And so on and so on. And you want to be a scoffer in front of me that you're a great system of economical system. National Security Guard and all kinds of stuff like that. It's time to know why and the meaning of the heroes and the military. All branches same. Naval, Air Forces, bases, Marines, squadrons, they're all our people. And if you have some of our heroes in another country, they need to be back home with their family members. And if there's some from another country here, I want to tell them that, hey, you guys are free to go be with your family members and protect them. Because the group from here that they have over there they can give them an order to hurt your family. Because that's the way they prepare it, because they know that a hero that's there to defend his nation, and you give him an order, he's gonna say like, what? Wait a minute. You know, if you get an order like that from your superior, whoever they sent to tell you, you arrest them right there. Hold on. You're giving me an order to strike here in my country. Hold on. You're under arrest until we investigate this. Who gives you the order? Well, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Rest that one too. How is it possible that you will turn the people against their officers or the military and officers against their people? Oh, because my indignation, and it's been held against you since seeing how to say it in a figurative way, how are my guardian angels being treated? You're going to serve your family with that love, with that excitement, and you're being mocked and being told that you're this and that. No. Like I said before, if they entered, if they had a desire, that was not Papa's or Mama's choice. They were born with the desire. And that's why you mock them and then discharge them and leave them to the misery you think. That's how you say, just discharge him to his misery. Tell him we're not going to charge him taxes yet. He's got to go straight into a debt if he wants to protect anyone. And that will be enough to keep him from protecting anyone. He'll be too busy thinking how he's going to pay his payments. Because we'll make sure that the realtors or whatever those things are, that we're going to send him the professional ones. And they'll believe it because they're already freaked out. They're locked in on that fear that they carry if they say anything that was the agreement that they signed not to say none of this, because you will be arrested if you say any of this to the people. Is that right? Why wouldn't they tell the people so? All the people is the military. Why don't they tell the people so you have more soldiers? No, you're discharging them with that big lie. Do not tell anyone. And that what you told them not to say is good that they don't tell us, because it's something that it's not even real. Not even real. It's a because if you guys were for real, you would be proud for a soldier to tell their nation, this is what we are, what we do. Our main subjects are this and that. And in reality, there ain't no danger from no one or anything. And the crimes that are happening in the country is only because of you leaders that are worthless. We have given you millions and millions that you still prove to be worthless, unclassified. That's all you can be until you man up and say, you know what, country, first of all, we want to thank each one of you. We know the hard work you're having. And like a leader, I want to let you know we have a situation in such country they're lacking food or water because they had they went, their leaders were a little bit mental illnesses and they forgot to produce food, to tell them to produce food. Instead of telling them to plant a fruit tree or vegetable, they were telling them to put an exotic plant because the fruit trees, they make too much trash. And we have a situation, so we're going to go, we're going to take them what they need. Meanwhile, country, just where we got some, I know we have so much because God blesses us. And we're going to go and we're going to show them how to work the land, put the seed down, and show them that God will water it. God will water it if you accept Him. Because if you don't accept Him, He still comes and He shows up in a flash. And yet He's not. He's slow in His anger, and you know it. And you, who's going to give the order against me that I'm terrorizing the nation? Am I? No. Have you given orders? Yes. Have they been taken? No. Have you ordered to strike? Yes. Did it go about? No. You couldn't. You can't. Now, something pops up in my, and I was watching right now. And we'll leave this for later. Right now, the dangerous thing that can be, the dangerous is those leaders that don't believe that they are a man. They want to show that definitely are cowards. That's what you tell the people. Or just take it like he's saying, we are mental ill. We don't know what we're doing. Accept it. See, we need to get along and we need to love our neighbors. And even if it's a neighbor country or a foreign country, doesn't mean we're all going to go and run into one country. No. If the communication ain't getting there by the communication that was given, and they bring a message, speak person to person, great. It's not a secret like you guys do when a deployment happens and you go talk, perhaps the North Korean young man that you've been trying to persuade him to accept trash from China. Not from the Chinese people, my respects to them. I'm saying this to save them from producing so much because they have so much of a control of them that they wake up and they know they follow the little arrows where they have to go. Meaning they can't go nowhere. They got them scheduled up, completely scheduled up. And they don't let them see how much of that pollution and all that cancer that they are getting by producing it. Over here, our land is filled. There's no more room, no more where we can bury it. We're supposed to be putting seed to eat, not that cancerous material. That your recycling system, all that, it's no good. Your recycling system, all of that is no good at all. That ain't recycling. The first place is wrongfully made. Wherever you go, it's filled with all that kinds of trash. Everywhere. Oceans, rivers, bottom of lakes, everywhere. And the leaders, we're going to put the prices up a little bit more. Because the economic system is so good, and we're going to create more jobs. What other jobs can you create? What more jobs can you create if you take the real job away? So we go do something stupid waste our lives away, and get all kinds of diseases and contaminate our land. What jobs can you create? And if you want to run your economic system, it was very simple. If you guys were true, you could pay the women to be in their home. If they have a car that's paid for, that they have everything. And do not put them vulnerable, or now it's obliged by fear to submit to the abusers. In the businesses, offices, that are that ain't even so, they're not even supposed to be here in the first place. Because when you take our heroes, you know what you do. What do you do when you take our heroes? That there's no law to protect, not even the young women. Huh? What do you do? How do you terrorize people through TV, and you keep the heroes from knowing? And even if that news person wanted to say the truth, it's, it will cost him his life. And yet, there ain't no better friend than the one that is willing to put his life at stake for all. For you, even for you, you cowards. Extremely cowards. Not even dangerous, just cowards. And you fear your own doings. No one's doing nothing to you or nothing like that. It's your own doings and your own top secret. Because you know you're unclassified. Unclassified. And then you play the game that you leak the unclassified files and try to entertain, while you have people in the areas pushing, making everybody believe that now they're such a big businessman. and that you're going to make them rich. How do you make them rich? There's so many ways that things are going to happen if you do not man up and recognize that you're a man. You were made men, not cowards, nor psychopaths. To have such of evil intentions against the people that feeds you. Échala. Ok. Ya, además porque ese cobarde con el que anda Sonia es un terrorista.
Ahora vas a empezar.
No me digas a mí nada, porque esos terroristas, Rosa, a mí no me van a aterrorizar.
A ti nadie te terroriza
Ok,
porque nadie le importa.
entonces que cobarde del nombre.
Que nadie le importa.
No, pues, a mí sí me importa.
¿En qué te va a importar?
¿Eh?
¿En qué te va a importar?
En todo, en lo que es todo por
¿Tú has
completo.
ido a cuidarle el culo a Rocío y le has ido a cuidar el culo a la gente?
¿De qué estás hablando? ¿Por qué? Ya ves, entonces sí los están abusando, ¿verdad?
No.
¿Con eso me dices que los están abusando?
No.
¿Por qué dices que usted quiere
Porque es
cuidarle?
pura mi familia.
¿Eh?
Porque es pura mi familia.
¿Qué?
¿Por qué metes a mi familia que esto es que lo otro?
¿Quién metió a tu familia?
Sonia, que es de mí.
Hay muchas Sonias.
Ay, chingas a tu puta madre.
¿Eh?
Pero va a estar más tu pinche pedo porque te va a perder.
Esa es una mujer y yo no me meto con las mujeres.
Entonces,
Pero ese que las tiene aterrorizadas.
a nadie aterroriza.
Ese cobarde que dé la cara, que me cite donde quiera. Pero que no diga que es parte que tiene poder y que está conectado con los más poderosos y ricos y que los va a llevar a un área de donde es de oro y que allá a Dubai. Dubai, do you have a person here local in California that claims to be your people, telling these women that they're going to take them over there to where you have buildings of gold? I know you don't. But that coward is claiming that. So, what happens here when I see that treatment against man from women, I understand them. Of course, they're mad because they see that everybody is becoming cowards. No one wants to defend them. So, for the sake of you cowards, it's what's important right now. Remember that I don't refer to any of the personnel from any agency. I refer from the ones that you don't even know that command your boss. And that here and everywhere, with those type of background noises and video flows that they do to children, that ain't cartoons, that's nothing of entertaining either. Entertaining is bad enough when you're not even giving them something to be that teaches them something. You're frying their brains. You know it. You know how you hit that kind of like radiation laser out of the tablets, phones. You know what you push out to them to burn them. Okay? I can look at it 1,000 years and then look at you and you'll burn just by me looking at you. So why would you have no psychopaths? What all of those that do a video that harms the children, psychopath. Serial kid of children abusing and the worst acts ever before. There has never in history been registered such an evil ways against the children or anyone. So, you guys want to be famous? Be totally me. Put you out there. Be totally me. Put you out there. Let's get all the cameras, all the news channels on you and give you that fame that you were promised of what you do. No one it is justice will be done. Justice has been in the process. And note that that extreme, harsh job it is to have to speak to the cowards and psychopaths. And for those that don't know why your children runs around and makes a mess in your house, has he been watching Bubba? That don't even mention it. Because it seems to be funny, but then it gets into kids, and that's all they do. Because they gotta be entertained on that while mama is entertained trying to keep up with the stupid Kardashians. Every woman, every lady are wonderful and beautiful, except, oh, with the exception of the Kardashians. Why don't you send, I'll get the media, and if I bring the media a news channel, then I show the life of those that in a home, because supposedly they gotta keep up with the Kardashians. You know, why can't they think, the Kardashians, why don't they think, you know what? I know there's moms out there maybe trying to, their kids maybe need attention. Why should we try to get their attention with the stupidity of these cowards that abuse us, that threaten us, that we have no way out? I don't show up, I don't keep my word, I don't know what I'm saying. And you guys don't even know who it is? We don't know. How can you know when you don't know who you are? There is event, there is a move on that's going to take place. But meanwhile, we need to know that those with their videos that harm the children, that they push the glare and they push that brightness, with radiation into them must cease at once. Because woe to those that may lead one of these little ones. Woe to you. What you're doing has no name. What you're doing will not even be remembered. Now, that local terrorist, the one I chased you, remember I chased you? I'm still running after you. Haven't stopped. And I ain't turning back until I destroy you. So I know that the upper ones are finding more favor to release you and say, we don't know him.